Guys, this is Carl Wallace and Roger Williams. Once again, we're out in the county, and Roger, we got another weed here that is kind of making a strong entry into the county. Tell us what we're looking at and maybe what we can do about it.
Well, certain years, certain weeds just really manage to, conditions are just right for them to grow and do good. And here we're looking at a weed called Buckhorn Plantain. And of course, you can see where it gets its name. That kind of could look like a buckhorn. It's part of the plantain family. And the way that you can determine that it is a plantain is the veins in the leaf run the full length of the leaf. They don't come up and branch out like a tree leaf or anything like that. Buckhorn plantain, it's really a lot of it in the county. Of course, it's so easy to see and identify it now. It's not really a new weed, but it has really come on this year. This conditions were just good for it. It's not too difficult to control with 2,4-D. And the thing about it, it has to be sprayed when it's actively growing. And of course, now people are seeing it in their hay fields and not too happy with it. It's not terribly competitive, but when it drops this much seed, why, whenever you get a good year for it, why, you're going to have Buckhorn Plantain. And it's just something to know what it is and know that you're taking care of it in your hay fields in the future.
Roger, if we want to do some control on it this late in the year, is it something we still chase with 2,4-D, or do you?
You can control it with 2,4-D, but like I tell everybody, anytime you spray 2,4-D in Cherokee County, you got a pretty good chance that there's some neighbor around that has tomatoes. And you are responsible for controlling the chemical that you put out. So if it's not windy, everything's good, and you put it out and you still affect your neighbor's tomato plants, you're responsible for those plants. It's just a better idea to get all that weed spraying done sometime in March, early April, before a lot of tomatoes go out. If you live in the middle of your own area and there's not any chance of it drifting on somebody, yeah, you can get a good kill with it with 2,4-D this time of year. But it has done you a lot of the damage already, and it's still going to be there in your hay. So it's kind of a moot point. Get it sprayed early and don't have to get into this condition. But know that if you've got it there in this kind of population, you're going to have it there next year too.
All righty, guys. Once again, this is Carl Wallace, Roger Williams with your Extension Report.